Coming at you live.
We haven't got the intro music. I was expecting.
We haven't got any cool intro music. No, we do not.
Okay.
We need cool intro music. That's what we need.
You've got bad intro music. We need
to bring in like the proper toy division. We need to make it all spanging and going on and everything. So we'll try for next time. Evening, guys. Welcome to the Toy Division Live. Ed, yes, it always will be pogtastic here, mate. Always will be pogtastic.
Might be seeing some pogs.
Already talking pogs. I see. Always talking pogs.
I'm already bored of pogs. With 30 seconds in, and I don't want to talk about pogs anymore.
Pogs for life.
The job lot that I bought that have never turned up need to turn up before this whole pog thing runs off course.
I know who you bought them off, mate. They're never coming. You'll be waiting about 8 weeks for them to turn up, man.
Just want to give a little shout out to the Blue Harvest How to Collect Toys guys. I was guest on their live stream last night. They are also live right now, so hopefully if this works,
live wars
and doesn't bring up the wrong website I've been on.
Babe Station coming at you live.
You know it.
You're saying technical.
Good luck.
Give it up. No,
it's not working.
Don't even worry about it. Oh, hello.
Oh, right. It's got us in the middle, and they're showing us at the same time. There you go.
That's a bit weird.
Weird Inception stuff going on now.
Yeah, I was going to say this is weird.
That
Inception.
is some weird Inception. So guys, don't all jump over there now. Stay with us and jump over there for their show tomorrow night. Look, there you go. Wave at them. The problem is, I don't know how to.
There we go.
We're off. So that was the Blue Harvest How to Collect Toys. Great bunch of guys, very much in the Star Wars frame of things. So make sure you go check them out tomorrow night. Not now, tomorrow night.
They do it every night. We only do this on Wednesdays, so
yeah,
you've got to give them 1 night a week.
1 day.
Yeah.
Two can play at that. Our guys will be seeing Empire Toys Pogs at Sandown. I can bring the Pogs with me. Don't worry.
They're all after this joke's run its course. We're going to be selling all the Pogs we've bought. So
I'm going to be gluing mine together and then smashing your ones with metal ones I cut out of a disc cutter. Oh yeah, like Conkers, mate. I don't play fair.
But you boiled them, is it?
You boil them.
Pieces. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Boil your Pogs.
Pleasure from hello, mates. Dark Lycan.
Howdy.
Evening.
See, Vic knows. Oh, Pogs again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Blah. She loves it. She messages me every time after these chats, like, you need to really calm down with the Pogs. I'm like, no.
But we got the T-shirts made. Yes, Brad.
Brad has spelled slammers wrong.
I mean, it's up to your own. It does say Keeney or Slammer. I don't know if that's going to.
The Inception stuff's going on. Colin, hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm 100% Team Keeney, and Aaron is 100% Team Slammer.
Yeah,
and Andy is on the fence somewhat, aren't you, mate? Doesn't care.
You're both right. Yeah, exactly. I don't actually care, but
it's the most pathetic argument in Pog history: Slammers or Keenies. And
no, it's the most pathetic stance that Andy's taken. You're both right. That's like saying maybe. We're both wrong. If we're both right, we're also both wrong, mate. Pick a side.
The official packet, which I can't get screen, it says both. It says Keenie/Slammer. So it's just whatever you choose to call it.
Well, all right.
Maybe that's the next T-shirt design we should have made up. Team Slammer and Team Keeney.
Team Slam. I'm not
Team Slammer.
Team Slammer.
I don't be walking around the toy fair full of kids with Team Slammer written on my back.
Team Slammer, Pama Slammer on it.
The Pammy Slammy. Right, are we going to get on with what we've
Andy, indeed, Samurai, mate.
Are we going to get on with what we've got? Dude. His mind's poggling. So are we going to get on with what we bought? Because we need to get through this. We've got a lot of stuff to get through today.
I know, right? So, guys, welcome to the Toy Division live chat. I am Aaron, aka the Rummager from Empire Toys 1138. On my other side. we have Dan, aka the Grabber from Mr. Dan's Plastic, and below me, Andy from Andy's Toys and Models, the Giggler. Guys, we have got tonight we will be talking about toy prices and how they are really, really getting out of hand on some toy lines. But I just want to do a quick little sort of plug. Just say basically thank you all, guys. I'm hit over 1,000 subs on my YouTube channel now, so massive shout out to all of you guys who have subbed. One love. I'm really grateful. One love, man. So guys,
word to your mothers.
Yeah, word to mothers. I've come to drop bombs. So guys, I just want to say a big thank you. If you're not already in the Toy Division Facebook group, please join it, because we've got Toy Division t-shirts in there now. I know some people have bought them, so a big thank you to those guys who have paid their good money to buy Toy Division merchandise. We very much appreciate it, because like it's something that we've come up with, so it's amazing. I'm just saying it now. Anyone who comes to shows, for me especially, for Empire Toys 1138, if you guys come to a show and you're wearing a Toy Division t-shirt or jumper or whatever, you get 10% discount on top of any other deals you make and every stuff. So no pressure, guys. You don't have to do it, but you know.
I wasn't going to. And Andy can't. If Andy gives another 10% off, it means he's giving their money and the toy. So
ducktail pogs.
We'll figure that out.
I can sort you out with some ducktail pogs. Don't worry.
We'll sort you out, brother. All the pogs you want, whatever you need.
Show us your mail. Right. Yeah, we will, dude. We will, dude.
Off the pogs.
They're excited. They're excited because I've got one of the worst toys in the history of toys, but I love it, and it's really, really bad. It's bad. It's a bad one.
Yes, please behave in the group chat tonight. It's a friendly chat tonight.
It's a family-friendly show, and we don't swear. Although Andy every now and then does. So
he did a live stream to pick up the toy challenge belt. No, but I still have it with me.
Oh, and it's not shouldered. The disrespect into that belt.
This is the. Yeah, hopefully now that we're all getting back together and everything, we should be able to do a video where we can hand over the belt. One love, Giggler.
One love, Gig.
Dolph Giggler. That's what we call him now. Dolph Giggler.
I'll accept that. I'll accept
Dolph
that.
Giggler.
Heel Giggler. Oh, he is. After Andy was on Andy was on someone else's podcast the other day and totally went heel on me and Aaron.
Oh, so he went rogue, didn't he?
He went rogue. He's now heel Giggler.
I still don't even know what I went rogue about, but yeah.
Well, you told the world on the internet that I like kids.
It was taken out of context, right? Aaron, go first.
I wasn't even wearing these glasses, mate. It was well out of order.
You're not helping yourself.
Yeah, I think you should wear those glasses all the time. Masterpieces, I'm new to the chat and defo getting into the Toy Division Facebook. Yeah, man, come and join it. It is the unofficial best Facebook group ever.
Very unofficially.
Smash the like button, yeah, guys. Please hit that like button. And once the chat's over, go jump onto the Blue Harvest How to Collect Toys, or jump on their chat tomorrow night as well. It is a good talk, especially if you like bubbles. But they talk about all toys on there as well. Don't say the F word, Funko.
Oh, Vintage Toy Rush is going to hate one of my pickups this week.
Right, guys. Who wants to go first? Any volunteers?
Do you want me to jump on it? Because I've got a few. I'll just slam through them. What I've got.
Crack them on.
All right. So this is something I bought off an online group. It's really weird, and I didn't know what it was. Right? Can you see that? It's like a two-headed frog thing.
It is really peculiar.
It's really peculiar, and I really like it. And we were all trying to find out what it was. It's just got Cartoon Network written on the bottom. And then Hannah, after about 3 seconds, went, "It's this. You can't use Google to save your life." It's from a show called Generator Rex, which is basically like the more savagey version pre-Ben 10. So I'm mildly embarrassed, but also I don't care. It's a cool toy. It looks good. It's going to display well. I'm into it.
Never heard of it, but it looks awesome. Does his head spin?
Awesome. It does if it wasn't glued on. But that's what you get when you buy something for like £3 off someone online. But it's very cool.
It's definitely you.
Yeah, I love it. Secondly, I'm on, as you guys know, I'm on the Earthworm Jim hype. So I got another Earthworm Jim figure.
That's cool.
Which is
Who's he?
awesome. Well, he hasn't really got a name. The figure's called Bob, plus number 4. So he's number 4.
Oh, bigger.
Just made yourself big. Hey.
I know, right?
Yeah. So if anyone comes,
they were doing cool stuff, making everyone get bigger and stuff. I thought I can try and do it myself, but I failed miserably.
now is not the time for tomfoolery. We'll try that in private time. If anyone's got a goldfish in a bowl, that's the figure. Is Bob, and he holds it in his arm and then pings it. But as you can imagine, no goldfishes.
Yeah.
So I need to
Still
find a
cool,
goldfish.
You could put
else have I
anything
got?
in there and just yeet it across the room.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeet.
Oh, the toy savages just joined. Paul, hello, mate. This is just for you. This turn up today, which I'm overly excited about, which is kind of weird, is Earthworm Jim Pocket Rocket. No one
The
cares.
Earthworm Jim Pocket Rocket.
The Earthworm Jim Pocket Rocket. All right, whatever. Moving on.
You just absolutely, again, the hills just destroyed you on live chat. Just like,
shut up, Giggler.
The name of it. It's a cool plane, but the name of it, they actually called a kid's toy the Pocket Rocket.
Yeah.
Isn't that a toy? Isn't that a lady's toy?
Probably. Trying to think of the rampant rabbit. Weird. You're weird. Right. Okay. Moving on to more familiar ground. I got a NECA Rio Blast from my Rio Blast collection.
That is
cool.
really cool.
It's pretty cool. It's quite funny. It was on eBay, and I threw in like an embarrassingly low ball like best offer, and he accepted it. So I was, happy, but also like, damn, it's more money I got to spend.
Go back to the
Pocket Rocket.
Pocket Rocket.
What do you want to know about the Pocket Rocket?
How many vibrating settings does it have?
Does the gym dude sit in it?
Yeah, it's got a little seat. Look, it's literally.
Yeah. I couldn't figure out if it goes in it or just sits on it.
It's a jet engine with wings, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Earlier in the week, I got. As you know, we collect in this house. We collect General Grievous. There's a couple of things I didn't have, which are they're called bust ups by Gentle Giant. So there's a little one there, a little Grievous.
Oh, decent.
Yeah, they're nice.
And then because I got him, I was like, need to get the Clone Wars one, which I think is the cooler of the two. So there's a little Clone Wars General Grievous bust. Comes in a very cool box as well. It's like a playing cards, and it slides out.
I've got a Yoda one like that. They are really nice figures.
They're cool, aren't they?
Maybe that I might come to the chat.
As I've still got some things coming this week, but just to massively annoy, particularly Tom, I don't even care. I'm well happy with this, and this is one of 3 that I've bought, and one was insanely expensive, and it will turn up probably tomorrow. Is
Smash.
Yes, it's the Funko Pop, but it's a Patrick Bateman American Psycho Funko Pop, who, as you can probably tell, is, this is my bedroom, by the way, that sits above our bed. So it's one of the 2 special edition Patrick Bateman Funko Pops. They just don't make enough merch for American Psycho
Toys, and I might.
So that's kind of what I got this week. I know I blasted through that. I'm just excited to see Andy tear something open.
I know, right? Should we leave the best to last?
Yeah.
All right.
So Aaron,
I haven't even decided if I'm even opening anything
well,
yet.
the chat's going to decide for you. Right, guys. So the first thing. Oh, don't want to show my. So this turned up for me. This turned up from Monkeys Emporium. So big shout out to them. So I've got here.
Yeah, exactly. Tough. That.
Huh?
The comment that's on there now. I'm just laughing. Having a giggle.
The one goes inside the Pocket Rocket. This is not adult TV.
I've got the spare bits to go with my turtle copter now.
Very nice.
That bit was missing. I'm not too sure if that is the lid for the bomb, the dustbin bomb, and that's just a spare gun as well, just in case. And I think the shout out to the Bugsy boys, because I think they've sorted me out with the actual dustbin. So the turtle copter is complete now, which is awesome. So shout out to those guys.
Always a shout out to the Bugsy boys. Always sorting us out.
Now, one other thing that turned up that I showed off in the last chat is the awesome Pog Maker.
It's
Have
happening.
you actually got around to making any yet?
No,
Oh, come on, man.
the most anti-climax thing ever. I was so excited for it to turn up, and it never did. It never did. So if anyone's interested in what a pog maker ever looked like, there you go. So just release it. You stick there's little numbers on it where the sort of thing that you do, and it comes with these cardboard things. That's what you make the pog on.
It's not called a pog maker, though, is it? Because the licensing is called the milk cap maker.
Yeah, but it's official pog license. Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
Nice.
That's.
I don't say nice like that makes any difference to the quality of the disc, but nice.
Ben has got me sorted. Yeah, Bugsy Toy Box. Shout out.
Big up yourself.
Hello, mate. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Yeah, dude, pog maker. And that one pog maker that I've got, I've had a second one turn up today as well.
Double-handed. Just been making pogs, like mixing.
Yeah, dual wielding akimbo pog maker.
John Woo pogs coming at you.
Basically, the only reason why is because a big job lot came up on eBay, and it came with like all these, loads more of these and everything, and it was cheaper to buy all the pogs, another maker, and these than the dude who's selling these like separately. So
I think the only
this
reason why
joke got out of hand quick.
Yeah, the only reason why Aaron's like basically dumped his entire life savings into pogs because he thinks they're going to be worth more than gold in the next 10 years.
I've already told the rights to Netflix for the documentary.
A pog's life.
A pog's life.
Just sitting in a drawer for 10 years gathering dust.
Yeah.
You know it. There you go. Belt's coming back home.
Oh, what? Ed, I don't think you were paying attention, mate. It's the Earthworm Jim pocket rocket.
Do a video, Tom. Get the video out. Man, be pogging.
Too right. Army of
Is that you done?
To be honest, I got a cool Chewbacca from the car boot sale from a Han Solo film, Black Series. So, and to be honest, I was gonna basically
see the excitement in that one after the excitement of the pog maker, and was like, yeah, Chewy, cool, sweet, yeah.
These are full of pogs. I think that's got the other pog maker in it, but I was gonna open them and stuff, but they look pretty well sort of tied up, and we haven't really got time for it. So
you could have got a knife there. Just slice them open.
You might damage
the
pog.
Andy, you go. You do yours, what you got to do.
Yes.
And in the meantime, I'll open one of these up.
Okay, so basically, pretty much all this stuff can be seen on my social media anyway, because I'm a picture whore. So yeah, nothing surprising. But I don't know where my camera is. Wicked Battle Beast custom of a Cobra.
That is
being
awesome.
A Cobra.
It's nice.
I can't remember the name of the guy. It's the G.I. Joe snake, the Cobra snake colours. Sepulture or something.
It's almost like you should have written it down.
Power Rangers order.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I really should have done. But anyway, that was one thing. I'm surprised the reaction this got on my Instagram actually, because I didn't think anyone would give a toss about these things. But it's Willow cereal giveaway packs from like 1988. They're like little styrofoam characters. Some still sealed, and for some reason I'm really struggling to open these. I thought I would have opened them straight away, but they're just no. These two are already open. They're just like little styrofoam sets. So they're pretty cool. We got obviously I've got the pogs. Yes, it's open to her. Thank you. See, Ed knew what I was talking about. Little pog packet. Little Chuck Norris action. And it turns out, Dan, Commando is spelled with a K. So these are from the Karate Commandos, and it is with a K. Ridiculous.
What is it with 90s toy lines and Ks? Dude, show the action. The action special. Show the kick action.
You'd think it would go. Where's the camera? You'd think it'd be like a front kick.
Yeah.
Nice backwards kick. Because Chuck Norris is so badass. Awesome. Yeah, not going for the whole line of them, but Chuck Norris is badass. There's another version of him in the set. It's so good. yeah, I want to try and track him down if I can. And then the last thing, which I think we're going to have a little vote on, but I think I already know what I'm going to do, is will he do it, Bucky?
Right, guys.
So-
Stick a comment in the chat of a yes and no if you want Andy to open it.
The card's pretty battered. Like, it's not like it's brand new or anything.
If you don't want him to open it, say no. If you want him to open it, say yes. If you want him to rip it open with his teeth, say hell yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. But yeah, I'm going to open the pogs anyway because I really want to see what they're.
We need more pogs.
Well, yeah, I didn't spend the grand total of £4 on this just to keep it in the packet.
Mate, you have at it. You have at it. It's more evidence for my Keeney war.
Oh, and I ripped the whole bag, so there you go. Not selling these again. Oh, nice. I remember them being bigger.
That's what she said.
Little slammy action.
That's a lovely Keeney there, mate. I'm enjoying that.
That is prime slammer.
Beautiful. Shit.
Prime thin you got there.
Beautiful. Yeah. And then we got some pogs. Oh, you get a checklist as well. Oh no, now I have to collect them all. I've got a checklist.
I've got lots of swap. Is it the World Series one you got there, mate? I've got loads of swapsies.
Nice. Yeah. So we got. Oh, there's only 64 to get. It's not that many.
There's about 18,000 series.
Oh, having problems finishing off your collector set? Why not call WPF hotline? I wonder if that
seriously, ring it right now. Ring it right now and see what happens.
I bet that won't connect off a mobile probably. But yeah, and we get some. He's got like a silver tooth like you, Dan.
Yep.
Look at that. What's that? An elephant. Another little.
So
it looks like. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go, pogs.
Pogs.
Joke done. I don't need the other 300 that I've ordered.
Let me breathe, baby.
That itch has been scratched. We don't need any more.
Tough. Look at that shiny slammer.
It is a very, very shiny Keeney. I totally agree with that. That's
it's never been slammed.
The chat lit. They want this phone call.
I really don't think it would work.
Put it on loudspeaker as well. Put it on loudspeaker as well.
It probably cost me. Oh, all right.
It's gonna be slightly in your face if it does work, and they're like, "Well, what pogs do you need?" Don't waste our valuable time, mate. We got the switchboards lighting up with people who need to complete their 90s pogs collection. A bunch of morons have been talking online about pogs for 3 weeks, and now all of a sudden people want them again.
Put it on loudspeaker.
It's invalid.
Oh.
You've not been charged for this call.
You have been charged
No.
for this call.
Invalid.
Oh no, that's really anticlimactic. P, how you doing, buddy?
Shout out some numbers. I'll just call people for fun. Shout out your mum's number. I'll call your family.
Put a number in the chat and Andy will call it.
No.
Andy, my brother and his mates, when they were younger, used to get drunk and look at the back of customer lines on the back of packets. And I once saw him ring up Bird's Eye on the back of a pack of fish and chips to basically demand a seat at the captain's table, and he wouldn't hang up until they offered him a seat at the captain's table, which they obviously did, and then I don't know what happened after that, but yeah.
So he hung up and carried on with his life.
He hung up and then carried on calling GlaxoSmithKline and demanded to speak to Glaxo and then Smith and then Klein. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed, take notes, boy. This is with the Pog Takeover.
Wait till we do the Pog
your mum's number.
Yeah. You can call my mum and ask for Pogs if you want.
He's already got it on speed dial. Oh. Cheers, P. Right, I'm going to find it hard to top that, but in one of the boxes, basically, I've got the Chopper Chop carrying cases
full of Pogs.
For the Pogs, and I've taken a few out. Got some slammers in there.
See, I've got to really take care of my slammer because I've only got one.
I can do you a deal, mate.
Aaron, has your collection been tarnished with Tazos yet?
Yeah, there's Tazos in.
Not a fan, mate.
Throwing him out your window.
I'm OP, mate. Original Pog.
Got some thins.
Nice.
They're
I
obviously
feel
not.
like I should have bought mine on, but you know.
See, I like these because these are definitely in a used condition. More of them.
You
But
like a
definitely,
used hammer.
like at school, like no one really cared about the Pog milk cap things. Everyone just wanted these. Like,
Yeah.
these were the main thing.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just reading the rules. I don't think I've ever played it properly.
Well, I'm glad
Those
you're paying
chocolate
attention.
shops used to have flowers. Yeah, they did, and they were banned from our school because like kids usually just launch them across the playground at each other.
Sharpen them up, throw them like 50
Yeah, you
pieces.
know it. So yeah, but there's some cool ones. Like I like these ones, like from the Spider-Man animated series.
Are they Pogs or Tazos?
They are just Marvel Comics Toy Biz.
That's cool.
So they're just Toy Biz versions of Pogs.
I got some horror ones, don't I? I got those like Pinhead.
Like the
Chucky,
cool one there, Morbius.
Yeah,
He's cool.
My favorite character from the Spider-Man series, the Prowler.
wasn't that your wrestling name at one point, mate?
Yes, I did go to a stag do as the Prowler. Got the king in there.
Yes.
So I went on a stag do with a couple of mates from school, and I played boys I play football with, and they forgot to tell me that it was the 90s Reloaded down at Butlins, and they forgot to tell me it was they were doing wrestlers, 90 wrestlers. So we walked around Bognor Regis, found a sports shop, bought like a size small white vest, some football tape, and some like football socks and everything. And we basically came up with the rest of the Prowler.
And like that.
So,
the Prowler.
So basically, we went out, and everyone was like, "Oh, I like all the wrestlers and everything." Like the stag was done up in is it Rikishi, the sumo guy? He was wearing.
So what?
Could be Rikishi, could be
Yokozuna.
Yeah, the one that was the big sumo wrestler.
Yokozuna.
Yeah. He had like a big sumo suit on and everything like that. And all these people were like, "Oh, who are you?" and everything. And I was like, "Oh, I'm the Prowler." And they were like, "The Prowler?" I was like, "Yeah, he wrestled Hogan at WrestleMania." And they were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." So yeah, we were having a right old laugh doing that.
What Aaron didn't tell you is it wasn't a stag do at all. It was a weekend long Pog convention in Bognor Regis.
I would not lie about that.
Yeah.
I'd be like Pokemon style, like Mighty Max, like it's time to Pog. It's time to slam.
It's like a switch. Let's Kini.
Like in that proper kind of anime style, like, no, they are not Kinis. Going down like that. Like, they are not Kinis.
It's just like
you know it. So,
Andy,
guys,
are you opening this toy or what?
I don't know, I didn't see the results.
The results were yes.
I think I think they were hell yes. I want to see you open it with a kitchen knife with a blindfold on.
I haven't got a kitchen.
Or just open it. I'm joking. Just open it.
Yeah, Vic actually showed me a picture of them. They, like in Hungary, they had sort of square Pogs that were Lord of the Rings.
I've seen different shaped Pogs for sure.
They were Lord of the Rings, and they were square.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
That just seems a bit weird.
It seems a bit weird as one of the most memorable things of Lord of the Rings is a ring. Whatever. He did just say Bognor Regis, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? I just kind of. Did you just say Bognor Regis? Yeah. Behind the Pogs is Ed's next video. Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait for our interviews in like 30 years' time when Pogs became like a sensation. Oh, there's more Tazos there.
Oh, in a week's time, we'll be on to something else, man. I guarantee it.
Hero Caps Toy Biz. Yeah, man, I'll search them up. That'll be something else I can waste my money on.
Right, so besides Pogs, what was this chat meant to be about?
Aaron told me to bring a blurt ball on to annoy Ed, but so I did.
So many pogs. Right, guys. Yeah, so basically the whole premise of tonight's chat was to talk about toy prices and how it's becoming unattainable to collect certain toy lines because of them. Now, like a big one recently is definitely the rise in like the Hasbro prices have become ridiculous. Like Star Wars has always been stupidly expensive, especially for like the big hitters.
A lot of wrestlers are going up. A lot of the Jack's classic superstars are going up as well. Like lots of money.
Really, even the Jack stuff.
Yeah, if it's still in its box. I mean, there's only one that I actually want, which is Demolition. And if you can find the classics superstars one, the 2-pack, it's like, maybe a couple of £100. So
there you go.
There you go. Look,
they're the weapon ones.
They're the special dip.
Yeah,
they are the banned playground ninja style weapons.
But they're still plastic, right? Or are they metal?
They're metal.
They're actual.
Don't know if you can hear that, although they should annoy the rest of them. They
do some damage.
Still did plastic slammers.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Toy prices. I'm sure there was pogs for everything.
There was
anything 90s.
I don't think there were Space Jam pogs. I'm going to be really sad here, and I think there were Space Jam Tazos because I think I've still got a couple kicking around.
Oh, because it's by Looney Tunes.
We talked about pogs. Yeah, man. We lull you into a false sense of security and then just throw you the wild card of pogs.
An hour and a half of pog chat.
Right, you wait till the live pog tournament starts.
Dude, I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for the three of us to get together and actually do a tournament.
We can't do it on my table. It's a glass table. It'll be chaos.
Got to do it on the floor, surely.
This slammy thing that I've got is pathetic. I'm gonna have to try to buy a new one.
Yeah, mate. Me and you both. Aaron's got metal ones. We're screwed.
I can sort everyone out. We can just. It's a
If we're doing it at your house, Hannah's the adjudicator or the ref. No metal ones allowed.
No metal allowed.
Yeah, 100% agree. No metals. Right, so guys, send your questions in about toy prices and everything, and we'll try and answer them in like a.
Yeah, is it because I'm tight or I can't afford? Yeah, I mean I can't afford them, so I end up collecting lines. Yeah, it's the beautiful sounds of something. Someone's getting shot of it. Space Jam has. But like prices just become they become. It's not fun to collect anymore.
Yeah,
it depends what it is.
You can't feed yourself for a month because you bought a toy. Something's like there's something kind of wrong there. And
like your 1, 2, 3 kid that you want so badly, but you still haven't pulled the figure and you haven't bought it because the one you don't like the figure, 2 the price is crazy for what the figure is, and 3 you want to drop 300 quid on something you don't really like, but you need it to complete.
The Series 11 Hasbro's have gone like it's tedious because people are just paying whatever. So, I've got figures that I thought I was, not overcharged, but I was like, letting 80 quid go on a figure, and they're going for like 250 now, and they're the Series 11 Hasbro's are the worst set. They're the worst ones, the least memorable ones, the worst sculpts, pointless. Hasbro's is a weird one though, man. I mean, I've always thought that a lot of the Star Wars stuff is a bit much. I think someone mentioned in the comments about sometimes you end up paying more for, like I guarantee you, this isn't a great example, but I guarantee you I'll end up paying more for the goldfish bowl that goes in that guy's hand than I did for that guy. And
100%. Yeah.
Well, I could have bought him mint on card, but to a certain degree, where's the fun in that for some things? I say that because I want Annie to tear that Cardia Bucky O'Hare figure open. But he doesn't have to. No pressure, mate.
Oh well,
I'm waiting to get the official results. But I mean, the
chat has called it.
Moyles brings a good point there.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it can be more cost effective to buy a mock.
Yeah,
and open it, and then you get into that whole kind of.
Well, there's that whole debate. About, should you open up a mint on a carded figure, when ones exist out there that are relatively easy to get. But if it's much as on price, and you want a loose, really nice condition figure, you're going to be opening it, and that's just the way it is. So
definitely, and yeah, as well, like that, like what is it? Legion of Doom, the guys with the spikes.
Yeah.
How many of them loose do you find because they've been played with? All their spikes are
again.
broken off.
Now you're paying about a good price would be for the two of them if they have all their spikes, 30 quid for the pair. But but again, they're like £3-4 figures.
Yeah.
But you'll be paying 30 quid for the pair if they've got all their spikes. Particularly Hawk, I found. But there we go.
But don't get me wrong, like when something costs so much to buy on like the secondary market, when you do find it cheap, it is kind of a sense of like the kind not that you beat the system, but you've like it is kind of a nice feeling that you could have gone to a toy fair and spent £30 on them, but you've gone to a car boot sale and you spent £1 on the two of them. Do you know what I mean?
I think everyone's seen everyone getting them. You know how it is, that mentality of it reminds you of, I want to get into that, and everyone's been bored and sitting at home and probably spending too much money. So there's certain things, and I think the main culprit is definitely Hasbro wrestlers, but there are other toy lines and certainly new stuff that comes out, and I am aiming it slightly at Star Wars, if I'm honest. But it's just kind of really expensive just to start with. And these things aren't even really toys; they're collectors. They're sold as collectibles, not to be played with. You know, I don't know. I'm a fan of as you know, of 80s and 90s figures, but there is a limit as to what you would what you'd pay for something.
But do you think also like it comes down to people not being educated in the toys? Like they watch something like the toys made us and go, I remember having Hasbro wrestlers.
Yeah, you know, and people see that and maybe see Zack Ryder and all that sort of stuff, and then see the prices, and all of a sudden it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of what it must be worth 500 quid because it's worth 500 quid. So I'm going to pay 500 quid. Then the next person goes, well, they paid 500 quid, so it's now worth 500 quid, and it just goes on and on until you have to have a massive crash where no one wants it. And you know, Waterworld figures, watch this space.
That's what I find though, like with toys, like people say something's worth something. When something's secondhand, it's not worth anything. It's only worth what someone's willing to pay.
Yeah.
And you can't turn around again. I had this was on the table from the stream. So you can buy him from the shop for $19.99. He's still retail. But when he comes off retail and it's like 20 years time, do you go, oh well, he's 40 quid now because you can't buy him in the shops? But someone might go, well, no, because I don't want to spend 40 quid on him. And
not everything holds that level of value, man.
Yeah, I only picked him up just because he's on the table.
Yeah, no, but I mean, just in general, like the idea that just because something's old doesn't mean a lot of stuff is worth less when it's old. But I'm more than happy with certain things, with like reproduction parts, as long as I know they are, and as long as that's what they're always going to be. But some people pay the big money. I mean, geez, it's like there's certain blasters for vintage Star Wars that go for like 120
it's
quid.
ridiculous. And the point that David just said there about what's more expensive in Star Wars, the accessories are now outweighing the actual cost of a figure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's bizarre.
The fact that they have to go down the whole line of making repro weapons shows you just how much of a issue.
I mean, so many toy lines now have repro weapons. Like you blew my mind the other, like when we saw you sorting out all those, what was it Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Because all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like I don't think it's just down to weapons. Like if I had loads of these legitimately, I might be saying these are fake pogs. You never know.
There are fake pogs out there. They're like, of course there are. Aaron's got a pog maker.
I've got a pog making sweatshop in my room now.
That's it. Got 27 tiny pairs of hands working the pog machine day and night, pumping it out.
Wow.
Have you seen my pocket rocket?
I'm about to say, the pocket rocket.
But then, again, so the prices get so high to a point, but people are still paying that high price. So as Aaron says, then other sellers or will continue to charge like super high prices. It's,
And why not? If that's what the market is and that's your business, then you're not going to sell something for 20 quid when everyone else is selling it for 40 quid. It's one of them that I don't quite know where it starts, but once it starts rolling, it just kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Because what are you going to do? Like, you're going to mug yourself off out of a bunch of money for what? To make some like stand? I don't know. What's the point in that? Yeah, so much
exactly.
to get eaten by dogs and vacuumed up and
hoovers and all that sort of stuff.
But then does that mean they have to be triple the price? Like,
but then it's that thing. It's like, you know, you pay, like, just saying Ed's comment here with the Bengali hammer. Like, Bengali figure's expensive, the hammer's expensive, but to buy him complete, do you know what I mean? It's that kind of, it's that. I think also it comes down to people don't want to be ripped off, do they? So it's like, well, I've got a hammer, you need it, 50 quid.
I would suggest you're in a stronger bartering position if you know the person is after the accessory, because what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And you either pay it or you don't. But then if no one pays it, then it's the accessory is not worth that money. But like, it's only ever worth what someone's willing to pay. And that's another thing. Like, the Power Rangers, for example, I went mad collecting Power Rangers because it was a cheap line to collect about 4 or 5 years ago. And now
you've bring the prices up.
Yeah. I'm an influencer now. No, the prices have gone up, but they've kind of fallen a bit now. Like, I think last year and a year prior, they were crazy, and I was getting silly money for Megazords. Like job lots that I bought years ago I was selling one Zord from it and covering the price. Do you know what I mean? But it weren't like, oh no, it's 50 quid, and people were like, no, and then it was like, it's 50 quid. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'll put the next Zord out. Oh, you got another one? Yeah. How much? 50 quid. Okay. Do you know, it was like that. But now it's a lot harder to sell it, because now that it's dipped now. So that £50 Megazord's now £40 because no one's buying it. Do you know what I mean?
I also think it comes down to, like, you know that moment you get. I've just seen a comment that Ed's put in. That moment you get when you realise that you're not actually as cool as you think you are. And so all the things that I think are really cool, you realize that they're the really expensive ones because everyone thinks they're really cool. And a perfect example of that is with Master Universe. There are other comments to get through, but Ed mentions the Horde Trooper, and it's other than Rio Blast, who's also an expensive figure, and Moduloc, the Snake Men that I collect, but all the toys I've tried to get back from when I had as a kid, the Horde Trooper is one that I simply haven't found at a price that and I take one without a staff or anything, but I'm not paying like 70 quid for a.
That's my point. So the figure, the price outweighs the fun of getting it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I know, and Aaron knows, like, Dan's not exactly shy with spending money on his toys.
Just call me an idiot, mate. Say it how it is. I'm a moron.
I mean, we've all spent money on stuff that we probably shouldn't have done, but you know, it's not. It's not that you're shy of spending money. It's just, why spend that 70 quid on that one figure?
I also think that there are certain figures that you might just find out and about at car boots, at halls and stuff, and anything Master Universe, anything Thundercats. You have a chance. Turtles, Thundercats, Master Universe, even Toxic Crusaders and Earthworm Jim that I'm sort of getting into the moment. Like, it's when you get into really weird stuff. Like, is Aaron likely to find some original Japanese Super Sentai? I don't know. You know, that's like when they weren't available in this country, whatever. But the stuff we had as children, I live in hope that one day I'm going to get that box at a car boot and it's just going to be full of Horde Troopers.
Exactly. You could find Horde Troopers. You can find He-Man stuff at boot fairs. So why can't you find a Horde Trooper?
Exactly.
Right. EC Toys, boys, you might know what it is, but I bought a kid.
123 kid.
123 kid, I guess.
Right. Okay, I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, the worst figure with the worst action with the worst face mold. Everything about it sucks, and they go for literally £450 loose at the moment, and about 550 to 650 on card. Madness.
But because it's crazy, and has it gone up? But like, has it gone up because I'm not saying EC Toys have sold his, but EC Toys in 2018 bought his for 200. I'm going to assume someone else paid about the same price for it then.
They were about between 150 and 200 quid.
But what it is now is that person who bought it for 200 quid is now selling it now.
Yeah, but there are Series 11. There aren't as many around. There weren't as many made. There's certainly not as many in this country. And I think the people that are collecting them are keeping hold of them. So the things that are being passed around, you're unlikely, and I could be talking nonsense, but regularly people find massive, warehouses full of crispy old dew-filled Hasbros and other stuff. But I don't think you're likely to find a crate of Black Proud Yokozunas, Evil Crushes, the gun, like the guns, because there just aren't as many around. So that they hold their value because there just aren't as many. Certainly not in this country, anyway.
That's what P says. Supply and demand. They're an obscure toy. Again, the 1, 2, 3 kids are an example. It's an obscure toy that no one wanted.
No one wanted
now everyone wants it.
Because they want to collect the collection. No one likes 1, 2, 3 kid, and the figure is the worst. Honestly, Rick Rude. If you know me, you know that I basically he's not just my hero. He's a way of life for me. But the sculpt they used for Rick Rude, Ric Flair, and the 1, 2, 3 kid, the stupid, it is the worst. It's the absolute worst. But I've still got them, haven't I? Yes, because I want to have all of them. There you go.
Yes, again, that probably comes back, Sam, to like people who are uneducated. It's old, it will sell.
How many times you've been at a car boot and someone's like, "But mate, it's Star Wars," and you're like,
"Yeah,
it's a Star Wars Filofax, 20 quid. It's a Tazo set, Star Wars Tazos."
I see quite a few of them have popped up on the like Facebook groups and stuff of valuations, and everyone seems to be in the same boat, like £5, £6.
Yeah,
like they're nothing. And then you see the person putting the evaluation up, like, oh, I thought it'd be more. Like,
but then the problem is they go on eBay. And you've got Joe Blogg selling it on eBay for £30. Buy it now. Oh, it must be worth £30 because someone's selling it. Well, trying to sell it for £30.
How many times you got to have that conversation of don't go by what people are asking for, go by what it's sold for, and even then find 10 of them and take a medium, because one day someone goes, oh yeah, and I'm guilty of that. There's something I'm not going to tell you what it is because Andy will waffle me on eBay. But there's something I'm bidding on eBay. I'm going to win it. It doesn't matter what it goes to. I am going to win it, and that will skew the prices. I know.
I never want to know.
I'm not going to tell you. Finishes tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow night.
I was fine.
I'll give you £2 for it. That's my final offer. I'm lowballing.
But like, I think that is another like big like talking point about prices of toys. Is someone goes in, I keep picking him up. He's on the table. If I stuck him on eBay and said I buy it now, 200 quid. Yeah, nothing's stopping me doing that.
Nope.
But what happens is that someone comes along and goes, oh,
it must be worth 200 quid. Because
someone's selling it for 200 quid. I want 200 quid for mine.
Yep.
And they put it up to 200 quid. And then,
or even they go, oh, I could put it up for 100 quid, and I'm undercutting him by 50%, and it still ain't worth 100 quid. But
no.
Can I raise an unpopular question? I can't tell you what it is, Sam. I can't do it. You'll see it.
Even Enrique,
because I will win. Unpopular. Oh,
hello, mate. How's it going?
Have we made it? Can I quit my day job? Is that it?
Yeah.
Am I famous?
Do it.
No. Unpopular comment, right? But this is just how I feel. I don't particularly enjoy the term Grail or Holy Grail, or I don't know why. It's one of them chalkboard things. I just go ugh, because to me a Grail piece is one of them. It's just one of them. And for me, a Grail piece is almost something that's unobtainable. Does that make sense? So to have a room full of Grail pieces, to me, is weird, because it's like, well, but you've got them all, and there's more than one. It's just a personal gripe. It's nothing.
I don't know. I think I would say a Grail is something that you want in your collection. And
but the idea there is only one Grail. Do you know what I mean? As like there was one. So to me, if you said like
one Grail would have been the Ebasisk.
Yeah, but you never thought you were going to get it.
No, but now I've got it, so I'm got other Grails.
Right. But saying that though, if Andy truly wanted it, he could have gone on eBay and paid a ridiculous amount of money for it. Or you could have tried to get it imported. So
oh, I thought he was ripping me there. Sorry.
no.
Yeah, but like if I said I want a a prototype Return of a Jedi Rancor,
or you want a 2-up.
It probably
you want a 2-up of Hasbros. If you said like your Grail might be a 2-up of one of the Hasbros.
A Rick Rude 2-up, which no one makes, but someone could. But if I said I want the prototype Rick Rude, which only flipping Zack Ryder owns, it exists, but the likelihood of me getting it is next to none. I don't know what I'm talking about, Grails. I've gone up on a tangent. I'm sorry, guys. I've skewed it. Yes, Tom, it's garbage. Utter rubbish. Utter rubbish.
We did get Sentai toys, but they were very difficult to get hold of.
That's probably a bad example. That shows my lack of knowledge and general ignorance towards Power Rangers. I just threw it out there.
There you go. What's the limit you'll pay for a figure?
Depends what the figure is, man. Genuinely.
If someone had if someone had the 1-2-3 kid in my hand right now,
yeah,
and I went, make me an offer,
I'll give you 150 quid for it,
and that'll be your.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
But if you had I don't even know what it is, man. But if you had something that I was like, I've never seen that before.
Tremors thing, the Tremors thing that the guy had in Instagram in America.
Grand. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not grand. I don't think it's that well made, but I believe that is almost that could be a prototype thing as well. So the Tremors, several £100. Yeah. What about you?
The money side of the Hasbro stuff just isn't meh.
And they're about, man, and like they're not going to be worth that much forever. They're just not. They will go back down in price. But there's some things, if there's only one or two of them that agree, that exist, then the cost is what the cost is. I had to pay 600 quid. I say had to, didn't have to. I paid like 600 quid for a statue, like a zombie statue that I've been after for ages. This is about 5-6 years ago. Because there just aren't that many around, so that's just the cost of it. Yes, EC Toys, get on that train.
I think.
See, I agree with P here. Chosen wisely the correct Grail, like in Indiana Jones. The Grail could be anything. Like the Grail was the wooden cup.
I think no, I'm not, dude. I'm not saying it's not about value. It's a personal thing, but as in what it means to you. And I totally agree. I guess I'm just getting irritated with on the because as you know, I'm selling some stuff on the Funko vinyl groups, and there's people just like, here's my room full of Grails, and you're like, well, if it's just a question of throwing money at it, is it like, I don't know? It's just a personal thing. I just don't like the term. I think it's weird. But
it should come up with saying that it's something you want, and it doesn't come up often.
Hard to find.
Yeah, hard to find things.
Yeah.
Like, I like the 30th anniversary Darth Revan. I cast as a Grail for me.
It's hard to find
because it's hard. Well, it was one of those things. If I went on eBay,
you could have got it.
I could have paid 100 quid and got it, but I didn't want to. I wanted to.
Yeah, to get it for the price you got it for.
Part of me and the part of being a toy hunter is that I want to go somewhere where I'm not expecting to find it. And I found it at the NEC, and I paid 60 quid for it, and it comes in the plastic protecting case.
I've got to stop you there, mate. NEC, you're going to find some toys.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, but that was the first time I've seen it there.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
but if
I think I actually did see someone selling it for a one there once.
If you said that your Grail was He-Man on a Battle Cat, I'd say cool. You're a cheap date. Do you know what I mean? Because they're available. Like that's not that hard to find. But I do agree with P that it's personal preference for sure.
Well, the prototype Boba Fett one sold. Yeah, it does sell for insane money.
Is there like 3 or 4 that exist? Aaron?
There's going to be a point though when that thing is not worth any money because the people that want it aren't going to be around.
Or the people that own it are simply not going to. It's never going to leave there.
It's like what we talk about now. Like we talk about dinky toys and trains.
You think the same's going to happen?
100% the same's going to happen. Like these things are only going to be worth money while any sort of real money while we're buying it. And when we stop, or unfortunately when we start dying out, then no one's going to buy it. You're going to get a few people that probably you're going to get the same situation.
If I die before you guys, make sure Claire does not sell the cabinet for what I've told her.
100%. We got your approach. But it's one of those things. We're going to have a thing in like, well, probably 40 years time, that they won't be able to sell, like, all these people trying to sell dinky toys and can't sell them because no one's buying them. It's going to happen to action figure toys.
It will happen to some things, but I think the explosion of collection of action figures, and certainly the lines they are, I don't think Star Wars is ever not going to be popular. Now it's Disneyfied.
I don't know. I think it will.
I think it's always going to be. I say always. I mean, the sun's going to explode, or we're going to nuclear holocaust, or whatever the fuck's going to happen. But like, there are certain things like Inhumanoids and Rock Lords always going to be, possibly not. But I think there's some things. I think Transformers are always going to be desirable to a certain degree, just because they are of a certain age. There's some iconic toys, right? Star Wars, Transformers, He-Man.
But I think the computer game generation is going to. I agree with Aaron. I think the computer game generation is going to wipe the toys out because kids don't really play with toys, I guess.
I agree to a point, but kids also do play with toys. That's why they keep making them. And adults like us buy probably as many, if not more, toys than kids.
I reckon they're aimed more now at adult collectors than kids.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't think the kids are playing with them as much as they used to.
I agree with that, and the prices reflect that for sure. But a lot of people, their collection of toys is what their kids will, grow up looking at and maybe playing with if they're out of box and stuff. I agree with you. I agree with you that it is going to be a dying thing at some point. But Aaron, you're not even 30 yet, mate. Don't get all existential about it. Jeez.
No, but it's the truth. That's why I come to the fact that toys are only worth what someone's willing to buy, and when someone's not willing to buy them, they're not worth anything.
Man, the same can be said for anything, and you're absolutely right. That it's a weird construct, isn't it? That this is worth this. Why? Because I said it is. Why do you say it is? Because it is. Okay.
Yeah, like already been bought. So if you can get into like all the big sort of deepness of it, when that bought in 1990, the labour, everything about it was already paid off.
Yeah.
So it's effectively not worth.
It's not worth anything. Yeah, I know.
Unless you turn around and say, "I want £20 for it." Do you know what I mean?
He's really pushing that figure today, isn't he?
I'm not right.
I thought you like them figures.
I need to. I do like him. I love him. But he was from last night. He was one I could pick up, and he's just been on my desk.
Do you want me to answer Sam's question?
So go on.
You've got an original Kenner AT-AT. It's missing its chin guns. If you haven't got the box, if it's just the AT-AT and it's got its ear guns, it's got its canopy, and it's got its side hatch, and it's got its battery cover, you're looking at the retirement money value of about 50 quid, sadly.
I'll say maybe you can probably push about 70, 80 because it's got the top hatch. Because that again, that's something silly that's as an accessory sells for like 20 quid on its own.
Yeah, I think I sold one top hatch on eBay for 25 quid. I was like, this guy's never going to pay, and they did.
You can make a lot more money breaking it into pieces and selling it on eBay, but you feel like a serial killer doing it. It's not a pleasant feeling. That doesn't feel right, breaking toys into pieces.
C-Moles, the journey through the NEC when it's crowded and smelly is a journey of danger and potential death. Vic, I can sometimes the Grail was one of the toys that I've always wanted, but I can't get too expensive. Just make it exciting to look for the Holy Grail and we'll hopefully find it. Yeah, 100%. It's all about the find, isn't it? It's all about the hunt on the Grail item. The will you, won't you? But again, I know one of Vic Grails that she wants is the Don Carnage Tailspin plane.
She could have had it. It was at the NEC.
It was at the NEC for like 150 quid. Like I think it might
should have treated her. When she works hard for you, you know. Should have treated her.
I think that was the day she came back with the massive plush balloon, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no fun in ordering it off eBay.
Oh, whatever.
See, this is. I mean, I said this with the Bucky O'Hare stuff. I was like, oh, it'll be a good line to get when the shows kick off because they're cheap and they're relatively easy to find.
Dude,
I think they're not going up, but I've ended up getting most of them on eBay or through Instagram, which I'm like, it's just cool.
You watch the individual weapons, man. They're going up in price. I'm telling you.
It's still a toy to me at the end of the day. I'll
Oh,
buy it,
yeah.
and pay,
Yeah.
and I don't look at them as investments anyway.
No, too right. As you know, nothing I have is an investment because I end up either giving it away or selling it for less than I bought it for. So.
But that's the thing about jumping back to the vintage toy question here. The Boba Fett prototypes, which are unique, will keep their price. They'll probably be bought by non-Star Wars fans just for investment.
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Oh, I don't know, man. It's
I
like
don't think they will.
a lot of super expensive comics are owned by people that have no interest in comics. They just have a safe full of expensive things.
Yeah,
So
that's
maybe.
true.
But if no one's buying it, it's not expensive because it's not worth anything.
Yeah, but money's not real, mate. It's a theoretical algorithm, so it doesn't matter. We're living in the Matrix. Inception. We're in Inception, aren't we? We've already established that.
I think something like the prototypes and stuff will hold their value, but all the mass-produced toys, like all the regular Star Wars stuff, I don't think will hold its value.
I think it is folly to buy anything thinking that the reason you're buying it is to make money later on. I think it is all about living for the now and enjoying what you've got. So,
because any investment, regardless if it's a prototype Boba Fett or a business or anything, it's all a gamble.
Oh yeah.
So it could quite easily crash, and I think
come on, Green Frog, I'm telling you,
yeah,
my retirement.
But I'm saying, like, seriously, like when kids are older and are our age who watch that, they'll want to buy it again. Regardless of that, what we say, no, they won't. It's garbage. It's rubbish. They all want to buy it again.
As long as the social contract is that material things mean success, people will buy stuff.
Human beings are all the same. They all buy things. It's what we like.
Look how successful I am. Well, how can you tell, mate?
I've got stuff.
Pocket rocket.
You get on the train in the evening and someone's sitting there. They've got their iPad next to them. Then they'll pull out their iPhone. Then they'll have to bring out their laptop. And you're like, well, why do you need all that stuff? It is just an extension of look at me. Look at all the technical stuff I have on this train.
And he's getting his last 17 figures out in front of him, being like, well, yeah, look what I've got.
Because the times we burn up Ryan's toys. Ryan's toys. Am I missing something there, Tom?
Yeah, I'm gonna
clarify.
Confirm. Seriously, like vintage iPads, you laugh. There will be a generation that want, like people kind of went through a stage of wanting the Nokia 3310. People will want the first generation iPhone, and they will want to get an iPod again.
They wanted the 3210 so much they remade it.
Yeah, because it'll become retro.
I used to have a drawer full of. Remember the Matrix phones, the banana phones?
Yeah, the banana phones.
Yeah.
Cool.
They were so bad. You pressed aside and they broke. They were really bad. But yeah, if you go on, not about now, but certainly sort of 5-10 years ago, yeah, weird how much. But yeah, people like retro stuff, man. It's all about being hip. I've got a moustache.
Yeah, nostalgia drives the market. Yeah. Moving on. Yeah, nostalgia drives the market. As soon as the emotional attachment's gone, lines will die out. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. Agree. And also, I think like lines will, again on the price thing, lines will, like everyone's jumped on the Toxic Crusader hype. Loads of people are buying it up, and now the price is going up because people want it. That'll be another line that eventually kind of dies off because all of a sudden people are only buying it because it was a cheap, nostalgic line that they enjoyed.
It kills me. A lot of people I speak to about it. That it's going to sound really elitist, and I don't mean it to, but they're not have no kind of concept of where it comes from. I don't know what trauma is, and you're just like, ah. But the cartoon is the cartoon. It's it's not the film or whatever. But yeah.
Things around about. So eventually, people might be like, "Oh, granddad had that." That's true, but my dad, he's one of the train guys from you see at these shows, and he's got a shed in the garden that's a train track, all set up, and he goes out there in the evening and he tinkers with it and all that sort of stuff, and it's just like. But I remember having train sets when I was a kid, but I'm not interested in it now. I enjoy it because he enjoys it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, my dad's like that with like a 135. Paints the figures and puts them together. They're pretty cool, but
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to me though. I shan't be having kids, and I expect all of my toys to be melted down around me, and then fired into a
Coffin will be
wall.
made out of it.
Yeah, I want to be made into a human bullet out of all my toys, and then fired into a wall with the thumbs up like that as I fly through the air. So I'm
Wearing those sunglasses.
wearing my special glasses. Yeah.
Yes, Lord Draken is cool.
What's Lord Draken?
The Power Ranger Aaron's trying to sell.
I wanted to, yeah, there it is.
Oh,
For a lump of plastic, you would not pay the same as a rare toy. Also, due to a emotional connection with it, nostalgia for vintage and cravings of Baby Yoda the child now.
Yeah.
but that phase is going to be over soon.
Yeah, it will die out.
Baby
It
Yoda.
will go.
They'll make their money before it does, though. Don't you worry about that.
They probably made the money twice over now.
Probably.
Treat Vic big time.
She gets plenty. Andy's made Aaron look terrible. I should have bought it for her. She gets plenty. Jeez.
He gives
She's
her
got
a
me.
bar.
She's got
He gives her
everything
a
she
bar of
needs.
chocolate and a coffee at every show we go to. Bless her.
Yeah. She gets a discount price to come in, and she gets to look after Aaron's stall when he wanders off to film people.
100%. 100%. Lucky girl.
Gets to hang out with me and Andy.
I'm pretty sure we gave her an Empire Toy T-shirt, a Toy Division T-shirt. It's all good.
Pretty sure you didn't give her a Toy Division t-shirt.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we did. Or did I take that back?
I know.
I'm gonna get absolutely slapped for this, but
You're going to get beaten.
while I've got you guys around me to protect me.
Yeah.
So,
From a distance, mate. From a distance.
so as we talk toys and lowering toys, Dan's been watching The Accountant. I need an accountant.
Cheers, Sam. That's a backhanded way of saying that I'm mildly autistic, but I appreciate it. Probably right. Toy fair.
Agree, Dave. 100% Toy Fair.
Toy fair. All day, every day.
Yeah, we came up with the name Keeper.
The Keeper.
Yeah, because, well, she kept me. Oh.
I don't like it now. They've explained it.
No, seriously, when we go to the car boot sales together, I'll pick something up and be like, oh, you know, bit of money in this. And I turn around and she's got the biggest, like, puppy dog eyes going, like, can we keep this one? I like this one.
Yeah.
I'm seeing dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills.
Dan, how much did you pay for a Toxic Crusader toy?
It would depend what it was. I was very keen to pay £200 for the custom handmade Paluto toy that the Ed's pal made, but I absolutely missed the
They went
the
so
moment I need to place my order. It really depends what it is, man. Like there's some figures again on card, loose. Is it a vehicle? People are paying now 60, 70 upwards for a loose, complete Toxie, which I think is astronomical.
I mean, he had a lot of accessories, I guess. So if you've got everything with him,
yeah, but they all suck.
still seems-
As far as for figures, of the 9
it
figures,
seems really high.
well, his accessories suck. He's the most expensive for sure, but his accessories, in my opinion, are the worst. I like the broom. Could live without a Union Jack. Don't need a shield with Toxic Crusaders written on it. It makes it look cheap, mate. Makes it look bad. We don't need
Yeah.
and the glow in the dark head.
I like his little buddy.
His little buddy, and the grenades are pretty cool. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't need to pay anything. I've got them all now, so I can stop buying Toxic Crusaders.
You haven't got the T-Rex monster thing yet.
No, I haven't, mate. Thanks for reminding me. No, and I never will, because unless he does another run. If he does another run, I would consider buying it for sure.
Again,
Right.
Tom, am I missing something here?
That doesn't clear it up for me, man. I don't know what that is.
I'm guessing it's a toy shop near where he was when he was a kid.
Like Gamley's.
Oh yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
That new.
Dude, the original one was rubbish. Apart from I was the Snake King. I was so good at Snake.
That was I can't even say the word. You couldn't break it.
It was indestructible for sure, but that doesn't make it a good phone. It was
amazing.
Yeah. I saw. Whoa. Sorry, it took me a while to catch up there. Apple used planned, so I doubt that some retro tech will not.
Yeah,
Or is
Fair
that
enough.
the stuff when you update
it's-
it and it just kills it?
That's 100% true.
Yeah,
that's-
because I'm going through that right now.
That's insider information that everything is built to fail, particularly tech, particularly Apple, and particularly Samsung. Huawei we don't talk about, but that
That's the same as this thing. Like my contract is up in July, and all of a sudden, it now
runs
3 years
slow.
at
Battery
crash.
takes forever to
Yeah, battery just dies. It will go from 15% now to 0 in a space of like a second.
Yeah, like I keep getting calls to get upgrades and stuff on mine. I'm like, are you crazy? I'm like, you see what's going on in the world? Like, I don't want to spend £60 on a phone anymore.
Yeah, same. I want to spend it on plastic crap.
You want to see my personal phone, mate? It's a Nokia. I've got a smartphone for work and other stuff, but that's my personal phone. Cheeky little Nokia.
Cheeky little Nokia. Looks like black.
Vintage Toy Rest says there seems to be a lot more collectors these days, so less to go around and drive price. And that's a very good point. I think it's a lot more acceptable now.
There's a lot more communicate. There's a lot more people talking about it. There's more things like this that make people have opportunities to see. Oh, I didn't know I wanted that, and I didn't know you could get that anymore. And everyone's more connected.
Like I said before, when we were chatting before this went live, I watched Vintage Toy Rush's videos of the Coleco stuff, and I know Dan recently got them, and I was like, yeah, they're cool figures. But now watching them and looking at them so close up on the screen,
now you want them.
Like, but the accessories, damn it. So yeah,
dude, they're so bad. Some of the accessories, there's too many accessories.
But they look awesome.
Some of them do, but some of them are just like, what's what we've done? We've stuck a space helmet on this guy and jammed guns on the side, and we've given him a gun there and a gun there, and we've stuck 2 knives in him and 2 ankle guns. You know what? Boom, binoculars. Let's jam some binoculars there, and let's put a backpack on it. Like, oh, settle down. But yeah, they're awesome. I need one more, and then I'm done. I don't need the new. I just want the white ninja, and then I've got the ones I want. So
nice.
But so totally, the social media stuff definitely broaden my horizons and what toys I like and what I want.
100%, yeah. And also, there's a lot. You find there's a lot of things that you never really remembered it, and then all of a sudden you see it and go, oh, I remember that as a kid, or oh, matey down the road had it. I never had one of them, but he had it, and I always wanted one of them. So definitely, I think there is a lot more collectors and stuff like the Major Wrestling podcast, Toys That Made Us. There's a lot more. The Avengers, the Marvel films becoming really, really popular.
I hate to say it, man, but even like the Big Bang Theory.
That's a great shout.
Popularity of like geekhood and comics and collecting, like into the normal.
Yeah, like you used to go Comic-Con, like the MCM in London, and you could turn up on the day and buy a ticket and walk in. But you can't do that now. It pre-sells out before.
Dude, the San Diego Comic-Con is even like you have to really want to go.
That's always been a bit of a mecca.
Episode where they try and get tickets for that, and all of them are on the laptops at like and then what the hell are they doing?
I'm on like I get offered them every year because I'm on a waiting list that I had to put myself on 2 years in advance to get priority. It's crazy. I never went because I'm lazy. So yeah.
Well, if you ever get a ticket, let me know because it's a.
We'll be going together, mate. We'll be going together.
Toy Division goes to America.
Yeah, Vic can stay and look after things because we treat her right.
I'll let you be the person who tells her that in person. Oh no, that would be cool. Like I'd definitely be up for doing another international trip.
We're definitely going to go to Europe and whatever, man. But something like San Diego Comic-Con for me, I think it would be too overwhelming. There's too much stuff happening. It would freak me out. The amount of people there worrying about missing out on this, not having, you have to get separate tickets for this and that and the other, and knowing that I couldn't just get what I wanted because you couldn't just, you got to get a suitcase back home. I'd rather go to Europe and fill a car with stuff personally.
Fair enough. Which was the plan?
Yeah, right.
Ryan's World is a kid that is massive on YouTube and has his own toys game. Oh, is this the one that's like he makes like 10 grand a month from toys? Well, 10 grand a year from doing toy YouTube.
Fair enough.
Is this one of those kids?
I'm pretty sure I saw a paper
on YouTube.
Sorry?
Is this one of those stories where the kid gets exploited by his parents via YouTube?
Probably.
So the parents push him to do stuff, and he thinks it's fun. I have a big thing about kids being used to like make their family money via social media. I think it's shit.
I don't know what it is.
I don't either. I'm just guessing by the sounds of it, but
Dan Snake King with his pocket rocket. Amen, brother.
Andy's the Snake King. Andy's the Battle Beast Snake Master. I just have real snakes.
I got 3 Toxies for $12.50 on eBay. No weapons. Great price.
Great.
Yeah, really good price.
Were they the ones you put on the Toy Division group?
I think they probably were.
They like that, yeah.
Was one of them Toxie?
Might have
Why
been.
do I think one was Toxie? In my mind, I've got Toxie and maybe No Zone. Anyway, yeah, great.
I'm just quickly scrolling through the Toy Division.
You done well. But obviously, should you want them to be loose and complete, you now need to go and find all the little bits, which is means there will be more than £12.50 when you're finished. But
Toxie, a weird dude with a wheel for a leg.
Yeah, no zone.
No stone.
And like the bad guy with in the suit with the kind of Darth Vader mask.
Dr. Killimov.
There you go.
Yeah.
Talking of things like always being complete and apart, part of the reason I got this is because I want him with his clear glasses, not
Still need to open it.
orange.
I didn't even know he had glasses. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to open it? At the end.
Yeah.
Open it at the end, mate.
The consensus was opening, right?
Yeah, but open it at the end. Oh, is he doing it?
Oh.
No, do it at the end. Do it in a minute. Do it in a minute. We'll just do the last few questions, shall we?
Part 3 of the Rambo figures is coming up.
Some of the rare ones. Some of them are rock hard to find. Some of those last ones they made.
You're at Nightmare toy shows, yeah, loads.
I've done a couple next to these two, and they were
To be honest,
it depends how you define nightmare. Like if it's money. Go on.
So I find most toy shows nightmares because it's very stressful, like setting up, getting up, all that sort of thing. Once you're set up and done and you're all kind of like everything's out, it's cool. But everything beforehand and before you made your table or made your petrol money and everything, that's all the nightmare side of it.
I go into it with a very glass half empty attitude, thinking I'm going to make no money, it's going to suck, and I'm just going to enjoy hanging out with these guys. So I've always been pleasantly surprised. I haven't had a bad show with regards to what my getting up early is difficult, but I enjoy all that. And me and Andy have a much quicker and smoother setup and pack down than Aaron. Old Mr. 10 years over there with his layers of stuff. He's got a lot more stuff, obviously, but no, I haven't had any nightmare shows at all. I've been to a couple, i.e. gone in with a wad full of cash, like determined to buy something and come out with absolutely nothing.
I remember that Sandown where you were like, I want to spend money. There's nothing here. I was like, just calm down. It's not a bad thing. Just calm down. You're okay.
You did speak to me like a child because I was being a petulant child about not finding anything. Yeah, that's right.
You're literally having a meltdown.
Sorry, Aaron.
I was trying to think of any actual money like that.
The worst one I've ever done was Coventry, and I think I made the mistake because I did the one that was like the week after Birmingham, or it was the week before Birmingham. I went up with Rob from Robbo Toys, and yeah, I think we packed up and left by like 1:30 because there was no one there. Like even the organisers was just like, yeah, just sort of go. Yeah. It was awful.
Aaron, your setup in London sounds like I would lose my mind, and I would have
that side of things can be like a mission when they give you like you get a half an hour, you get on the loading bay for half an hour, and you got to like lump all your boxes, and it's not like they don't let the loading. It's a good like 5-minute walk from where they let you park your car to like where your stall is. Bearing in mind you've got to move through everyone else doing exactly the same thing, and they're still setting up those barriers. There's forklifts driving around, and you got them. There's some guy going like, "You need to finish up, mate. You need to hurry up." And you're like, "Hang on a minute, it's only me. Still got like 4 runs to do on a trolley." Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't have enjoyed that. I wouldn't have liked that at all. Yeah,
that bit's a bit hot. The pack down's a lot easier and a lot more chilled, but for some reason the setup.
Yeah.
Because a lot with the pack downs, a lot of the times you can, if you just leave your stuff and just stand there, eventually when enough people go, they literally let you drive your car into the
inside the
once they take all the barriers and stuff, they let you drive it in, and you can just put your stuff in next to your stall. But they are a lot more strict when you're setting up.
Yeah.
Definitely more collectors. So much crap going on in the world now. I think people want to have something that reminds them of good times. Amen.
Lack of responsibility. Yeah.
Well, he didn't pay tax and have to work.
Yeah.
But also, again, like
Paying back
going on
loans
that,
and credit
the fact
cards.
that we work now, and we've got spare money as a way, like
You've got
enjoyment money.
You've got expendable income to do things that you want to do
Yeah.
with money. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, some people, you know, I know a lot of people out there that don't like Dan. You don't go out. You don't go out drinking.
I don't drink. No.
Exactly. So like you're not spending your money on beers and stuff.
Spending it on blood balls.
Exactly. What makes you happy?
Whatever it takes, man.
Dave War Toys, but don't you find where Super 7 are now bringing retro toys in use?
Yeah, because it reminds people that the old stuff exists.
But then you say
yes, but then like Boss Fight Studios did the Bucky line, and I don't think it did anything to the Bucky prices.
I don't think they're quite as far-reaching as Super 7, though, are they?
Yeah, probably not. It's a much smaller company, but
even like the new Ghostbusters stuff that is obviously replicas of the old Ghostbusters stuff, I think that's going to make people not necessarily buy the old Ghostbusters stuff, but it will remind people that it exists at least, and it will become more, prevalent.
I would 100% agree that. Well, I would say personally that I would not like. I don't collect Ghostbusters or anything, but why would you spend £100 on a Vankman original where you could buy a retro line now for 20 quid?
Yeah, and it's the same.
You know what I mean? Why would you? It's the same thing? Like
you can say that with the Star Wars retro line.
Exactly, 100%.
We do say that.
Yeah, we do say that.
I'd rather if I was into box collecting, I would rather get the original Star Wars figures boxed than the retro ones.
So
I'd rather pay the retro money than the original money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a full line that's complete.
Yeah.
But then I guess that's
the Ghostbusters. I'd buy the retro ones because I'm not that fussed about Ghostbusters. But with the Star Wars stuff, I'd much rather get the original boxed.
Personal choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone seen the Rats toy line?
Yeah, Rats. I think Rats are underrated.
I think I remember them.
They're pretty cool. I think they're very cool.
Is it like Transformers or was it like Zoids?
It was kind of like Zoids, but like they were,
weren't it?
Yeah, and they were kind of like military. And they were cool, man. It's a cool line.
10 out of 10 vintage toys of the universe. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
maybe, but I kind of feel like the UK will be the only country not allowed out anywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on everyone's no-fly list.
We'll meet Ed. We'll meet you in the middle of the Channel Tunnel.
Yeah.
We'll do a pass off, like just as the boats go past, you can just throw us stuff.
Yeah.
Aaron, that showing Gosport money and footfall wise was bad. Yeah, I was very lucky that show because I was right by the door, the entrance door, and the thing that made my money and my petrol was just Funko Pops. Like if I didn't have Funko Pops, I would not have made anything. Like, I remember I sold my Anonymous Rex to someone and another collector there as a good deal. That's when they were going for but that's another prime example of money, things not worth anything. Do you know what I mean? That Indominus Rex was ridiculous. That was selling for like £70-80 on eBay now.
And that's the one we kept finding at boot fairs.
Yeah. Basically, then they brought a new one out and it pushed the price back down again. So the original Jurassic World Indominus Rex is now like 25 quid.
Yeah. So that's just a prime example.
But it was 70-80 quid at one point. Madness.
Yeah, no.
I think all three of us picked one up at a boot fair at one point. And we were we all made
I sold my one at NEC to that woman with the child that wouldn't stop crying.
Yeah, I literally I think I bought mine for £1 from the car boot sale and sold it.
£2. I was there. £2 you paid for that.
£2. And I sold it for 50 quid, I think. But that was still like 30 £30 cheaper than what it was going for on eBay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another prime example.
On Sundays looking for Indominus Rexes. Go.
They're not worth any money now.
It's still worth. I bought one for
about 20 quid, 30 quid. Yeah. But...
Yeah. I bought one for £8 and sold it for 30, which isn't a bad turnaround. Oh, this is surely for Andy.
Yeah, if there was a new Willow figure made, what toy company would you want to make the figures, and what character would you like to be made?
I wouldn't mind if Funko did them like the Dark Crystal figures that they've done. I really like those figures, and I think if it was just one character,
They said characters. I think you have more than one character.
Oh, sorry, I thought Aaron said one character, so I was like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, you can't see the question, can you?
It'd have to be the main guys to go.
So what characters was the question? What characters?
Yeah, you'd have to get the main guys. I mean, oh man, okay. I mentioned before Mythic and Legions or whatever they're called. If they did a massive Episisk, like that would be insane. Yeah. They could. Oh man, actually, yeah, okay. Maybe that's what. Maybe they could do a good toy line of it. They could do all of it. Porsche, obviously Willow.
That would be so good because they're like World of Warcraft anyway. Man. That would be a seriously good line if they did them.
That would be sick. Even if would you be up for them? Because I know a lot of their toys are kind of like homage to like other things, like they're Master of the Universe, a few other things and stuff. So if they did homage to Willow,
they could.
Imagine a big muscly figure that had the two-headed Ebasisk thing coming out of it.
That would be pretty cool.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, they're more. I definitely wouldn't like any more NECA. I really don't like NECA stuff.
Well, Andy thinks about it, guys. If we haven't asked any questions by you unintentionally, if we haven't asked one yet, just quickly whack it back up in the chat if we haven't asked it yet or answered it. Sorry. Quickly do that now. I ran a Instagram competition, and when I hit 1,000 subs, I was gonna announce it. I've just realised the time, and time flies. So I'm just gonna quickly announce. So I've got let me see in the second
super mega high tech. We're going high tech here.
So they're all in there, coming at you live. All right, so I'm going to look up so it makes it even better.
This was for a year's subscription to your OnlyFans page.
Cameo.
Yes, you can go on my OnlyFans account. Right. Dude.
It best not be me or Andy. I mean, I know it isn't because we're not in the draw. So.
Well, the winner is the Toy Division group. So whoever they are on Instagram, well done. The winner is actually a friend of ours, UKTR Apparel.
UKTR Apparel. What's that? A clothing person? That's cool.
It's a clothing. He runs his own clothing company. He's so that's pretty cool, man. So you have won the giveaway. I will send you a DM. Once this is over, if you're watching, say hello if you are.
He's not watching.
Nah. So if you are on Instagram, head over and check out their clothing range because they do some wicked kind of like metal-y kind of clothing range style, which is pretty cool. Kind of a little bit World of Warcrafty and everything. So it's all cool. So go check them out. I've got loads of sort of clothing from them, so that's pretty cool. Nice people. They're always at the Comic-Con selling and everything. So
that's cool.
I'll give them a message after this. So thank you very much everyone else who shared it and everything, and thank you for subbing to the YouTube channel. Please don't unsubscribe now. Please stay with me.
I just did a quick question from Colin. It says, "What things don't you eat or drink before a toy show, in case they give you gas and scare the collectors away?" Well, Colin, you are. There's one thing you're missing is. Like a Venus flytrap, it's actually the gaseous, the noxious smells that bring them in. It captures them in, and you go, "Yeah, I'm truly at a toy fair."
I think we've made mistakes, or I've definitely made mistakes for the Sandown show of maybe going out and having one too many beers the night before.
I think it was more the fact you ate about 6 sausage rolls at 5 o'clock in the morning. That really did you in, mate.
Andy, there's been times when me and you have gone out. Not got home until like 2 in the morning, and then done the NEC toy fair the next day.
Yeah,
many times at the in Kingston.
So to answer that question, Colin, it's not about food or drink. Don't hang out with Andy before a toy fair. That's the thing that scares the collectors away.
I do. I mean, we've brought it up before, but like, yeah, lack of deodorant at some of these things is a bit much.
Yeah. That's just from us. So.
Would you pick up toys from B&M and Home Bargain? The B&M near me is about half an hour drive, and it's in a part of town. Well, it's not even a part of town. It's a completely different town that I do not like to go to. So say no more on that for me.
They have some really good stuff.
Sorry, Andy.
They seem to have some really good stuff. Those shops. I don't know.
I see a lot of people saying that it's not all of them.
It's not, and it's absolutely hit and miss. But when me and Hannah were up north somewhere, I did pick up a bunch of Ghostbusters when I did the Ghostbusters. Was it Select Toy, whatever it was, the Ghostbusters toys with like the.
Me and you got some as well, I think. When we went.
Yeah, right. We drove when we were in Wantage, right? Yeah. So have I? Yes. Would I go specifically to see what they had? Probably not. Because me and Aaron don't live near one, basically, or either.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. But
yeah, like it's a good 25-minute drive, half an hour drive. And it's just like that's kind of what I never went. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I do see a lot of posts of people saying like, "Oh, pick up from B&M." It's like they seem to have some good toys, like better than supermarkets anyway.
Oh,
yeah,
supermarkets around me are awful.
Yeah,
it's like the Toys R Us that was near me. It was like a 40-minute drive to go to Hayes, and it was just like you knew what was there already. He was like, well, "There's no point. It's not like there was one on your doorstep."
Yeah.
So,
Aaron, we've hit the hour and a half, man. I think Andy needs to open that toy. Here it is.
there it is. And then breathe, baby.
He's not going to do it carefully. He doesn't know how.
Well, no, I'm actually trying. The back of the card I quite like. I'm not worried about the front of the card. I don't want to rip it too much.
Don't lose the glasses.
No, yeah, exactly. And of all the names the little guy could have had, Willie DeWitt.
Willie DeWitt.
Willie DeWitt.
I still reckon Bucky is up there with one of the best intros for a cartoon.
100%.
Don't at me on that.
Okay, so we have.
They come off them glasses.
Yeah, man. That's why they're always lost. And as I said before, a lot of people don't realise they have them.
I'm gonna have to go and check. I know Mum hasn't got it because I've got a few.
Oh, 100%.
No, I mean, like he would have told me if it was a.
Don't buy from Andy's Toys and Models because
he said it was complete. He promised me it was complete.
But yeah, and there's like little gaps in his ear there.
Ah,
that's awesome. I never knew.
No, I never knew either. Never knew either.
So there we go.
He comes with like some crazy helmet as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's wearing a like exosuit sort of thing. Makes him look like a gorilla. I think it's meant to be the suit that the baboon's brother wears, if I remember rightly.
And that goes over the glasses. That seems like a lot of face wear. That's good.
Safety first, ban in space. Safety first. So there we go.
Awesome.
Right. So now we need to find someone that can manufacture those as working face masks. We can sell them to the masses.
Yeah.
The COVID. Help the COVID.
Get your very own Woody DeWitt face mask.
Yeah. Woody DeWitt face mask. We'll do one like a face hugger.
See, I think the good thing about this is though, some of the other ones I've picked up, Bucky figures don't seem to be played with that much at all.
Because they're rubbish.
Rubbish figures. I was going to say, like, he's just come out of a box, so he's all fresh.
That's why it's not being played with.
I said other ones that I've picked up.
He did.
They're still minty.
Yeah, to be fair, I actually got a Bucky from the car boot at the weekend, and he was actually in really good condition.
Yeah, they hold up really well.
My experience is they're either in really good condition, or unbelievably poor condition. There is no mid ground.
No, I've found them all good.
They're quite a thick figure, aren't they? So they can be, they kind of take a punishment in a way.
Yeah.
So no, I actually realised that Bucky you picked up, I need, but I think Bugsy Boys have one for me.
Which
yeah,
Bucky?
Well,
how much are they charging you for it? I'll undercut them by £1.
I think we're doing a trade. I think, because they all came with different coloured guns. So I've got Bucky with silver gun, but you've got Bucky with orange gun. The only ones I need are Binky, but I can't find him, or Blinky. I cannot get him for love nor money, and the Toad Marshal. But again, I think I'm going to have to get them boxed to open them to make sure they're complete because they come with such little bits.
The Marshall was about 30 quid.
Yeah, and see, that's just, I don't want to spend that. This wasn't that at all. This was cheap, but 30 quid, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do it.
See. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've just lost half the viewers, and I'm just getting abuse now sent to me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, remember,
Happy
guys,
Wednesday.
that was Andy's Toys and Models. Nothing to do with Empire Toys 1, I'm
Happy
afraid.
Wednesday. Check out my, what do you call it? My YouTube channel. I've ripped open some vintage Star Wars today. I uploaded the video.
Did you actually, or you just?
Are you clickbaiting?
You've got to go and watch the video and find out.
I'm not that bothered, mate. No way.
Yeah.
No,
I haven't watched
I'm
any of your
joking.
other videos either yet, so.
I didn't watch. I know you haven't watched them, you little bastard.
No, I have.
I wouldn't watch them anyway.
So
Like, I wouldn't.
Two Play that mentions that Reunited Apart. I haven't actually seen the Ghostbusters one. I've seen it advertised, but what I have seen is the next one is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I'm probably more excited than I should be about. So yes, not watched that yet, the Ghostbusters one, but apparently it's really good.
So what's that? They get the old cast together.
It's got Ernie Hudson. What I saw the picture was Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Yeah, like now
Rick
talking
Moranis?
about it. Sadly, no Rick Moranis from what I see, and obviously no can't remember his name now. Jesus.
Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I can't remember.
Harold Ramis. Sorry. Yeah.
Like, he passed away, didn't he?
He did die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently it's really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Hmm.
It's like on my one to watch list is like hundreds of videos long.
Yeah.
I actually cut it down. Since being on working from home, I'm sort of watching a lot more videos while I'm at work. So I've cut it down a lot, but it just keeps getting bigger and bigger when everyone's posting videos, which is great because there's some really good content out there.
All right.
Right. Any more questions?
Quick one from Colin.
We got 4 minutes, I reckon.
Quick one from Colin above that about what things have we not been bothering to do. I mean, I've certainly not, stuck to my strict fitness regime of not doing anything in the last 3 months. I need to get back on some kind of gymming. And
but the whole time I've been on lockdown, like I'm back at work now, but just walking around the house in shorts and vest, or I say house, flat. It was actually really weird when I had to go to work and get my work clothes ready. I was like, it just feels so weird to have something covering my legs and my arm, like not good.
Putting outdoor clothes on has been very difficult, mainly because fat pants is so comfortable, and also all my outdoor clothes are far too tight for me now. So
yeah, I haven't had to, but I might actually have to get my Slazenger training bra out to hold these moves in place. We finally go out.
I didn't want to comment on mine, but yeah, I've been. They've been free.
Brownie take hold. There you go.
Yeah, no, I spoke to you guys before Aaron picked his one up, so we'll figure something out. Either way, I'm going to get it from one of you guys.
He's going to get it. That sounded like a threat.
No, right, where everyone leaves.
Yeah. Should we wrap this up? We got.
Yeah, no one's coming any last minute questions. So, guys, I want to say a big thank you for watching. I hope we were funny. Don't hate Andy too much for opening a vintage figure live on camera.
Hopefully for next week's half-hour chat at the beginning, I'll have my box of Pogs I ordered like 2 weeks ago. Hopefully they arrive, and then the joke's over.
Yeah, I'm going to have a few things, but they're not Pog related. Yeah.
I'm hopefully, I've had before we came on line, I had In Demand send me a email for some pre-orders to pay up on. So hopefully they'll arrive before Wednesday. That'd be pretty cool.
I thought you were going to say In Demand has sent you a pre-order of Pogs that you were going to make for him. You're going to get your get your machines working.
You know it. Get my sweatshop going. Guys, big thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed again. Make sure you subscribe to Andy's channel as well. Go follow everyone on Instagram. Join the Toy Division page on Facebook. There's a link in there if you want to buy your Toy Division merchandise. You don't have to. We don't make any real money for it, but it's just kind of cool when someone buys it. It's just kind of cool when someone buys it because it's repping stuff. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will be back next week with a confirmed guest. So stay tuned for that.
What? And follow me at Mr. Dan Plastic because I don't have a YouTube channel. Instagram. I offer you quantity. Well, no, I offer you no quality and no quantity, but it does exist as a thing. So follow me there.
You might get every now and again, you get a random post of some mad balls. That was quite cool.
Always some mad balls. I might take a picture of the frog.
Definitely.
Like
Definitely. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Peace.